On this episode...
All right then, Speedy, I think you can go back. Beautiful girl. There we go. Whoops. She collapsed and fell off her perch. Open the window. These are the moments as a vet you dread. What the hell just happened?
But first...
Good boy, Herb. As soon as I look down the scope, there's something very dangerous and very nasty down there, and I'm quite worried about Herb. Oh dear.
Come on, guys. You think Herb will go in today? I hope so. Let's see if he'll go in. Come on, baby. Come on, Herbie. Come on, baby. Come on. Good boy. Well done. You are such a good boy. Herb is shaking his head, rubbing his head in the dirt, and he's generally not been himself. Herb, look, Florence has made you a card. Oscar will read it for you. What's it say?
Dear Herbie, I hope you get well soon. From Florence. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Florence and Oscar are worried about you, baby. Herb is absolutely part of the family. We couldn't be without him. If anyone asks us who's in the family, we mention Herb first, probably. He comes first in everything.
Hello, team. How you going? Hi, Herb. You guys are like looking at my kids, eh? Like blonde people everywhere, including the dog. Hello, mates. Herb's had a few problems over the years, which means that he's a little less keen on visiting the vet practice compared to when he was a puppy. And today is one of those days. Come on, it's not going to be too bad. Come on. Good lad. Come on then, let's go. Come on, big guy. Come on, it's not going to be too bad. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. There we go.
There you go.
We never want to find anything serious when it comes to a family pet, and that dog is very well loved. So I'm really hoping that we won't find anything too serious today.
His left ear, he's been rubbing it, shaking his head a bit. Not very happy. You can see it's got really dirty. He's just been trying to rub it in the garden all the time.
Sticky, isn't it? Yeah, a bit sticky, a bit gross. Ooh, got a bit of a smell to it as well, hasn't it, mate? Yeah. So let me just have a little look in your ear, okay? I'm trying not to look so nervous.
Yes.
Okay, so kids, this little contraption's called an otoscope, and it's just going to allow me to have a look in his ear, okay? So I'm going to get Mum just to support his head for me there.
Okay, sweet baby.
Thank you very much. Just whilst I flip his ear back, I'm going to have a little look down. Good boy, Herb. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. As soon as I look down the scope, there's something very dangerous and very nasty down there, and I'm quite worried about Herb. Oh dear. Oh, yes, it's understandably sore, mate, because he has got a nasty grass seed in there. It's really, really far down the canal. I must admit, I'm a little concerned about his eardrum based on where it is, because it is so far down his ear that it could be perforating or rupturing his eardrum.
You poor love.
Grass seeds are really nasty little things. Basically, they're in the shape of an arrowhead, and every time a dog moves, it'll burrow further and further and further into the dog, and you're unable to pull them backwards because it flares, and it's just such a painful process for them to go through. So to see one in a very delicate position, teetered on the edge of an eardrum of a dog, it's serious. So he's definitely going to have to stay with me today. We're going to have to give him an anaesthetic in order to then try and remove the grass seed. And only once I've removed it can we really see what his eardrum's doing. So it's not a simple ear infection, I'm afraid. So we have to give him something to make him sleepy, and we'll get that pesky ear sorted out, okay?
Do we have to do that now?
We do. We do have to do it now. We have to make him feel more comfortable, and he's obviously not.
So it doesn't sink anymore.
That's right, we don't want the grass seed to go throughout the other side, do we? We have to get that sorted out straight away. And then once he's woken up, we'll give you a call and we'll talk it all through.
All right, lovely. Thank you very much.
Say thank you.
Good boy. Take me away.
Yes. I couldn't ever imagine life without her. We've got his rather smelly toy. Is he allowed it?
Of course he's allowed it, yeah.
He carries that around with him. Do you want your toy, darling?
Just before I'm about to take Herb down to the surgery, Melanie offers me up a soft toy to keep him company. So very, very cute. More than happy to accept that.
He loves his teddy, don't you?
Come on then.
Say bye-bye. Can you say bye-bye to Herb? Yeah, give him a big hug.
That grass seed is lodged right at the base of the canal. It can go right into the middle ear. It can affect his balance. It can affect his nervous system. So there are some very serious ramifications.
Hi, Herb.
Hey,
Hello.
so this is Herb, great name,
That's a brilliant name.
with Teddy and cards in hand, so we need to make sure they're
Okay,
ready to go.
interesting.
Okay, champ. Yeah, let's get that nasty seed out of that ear.
Hey, handsome boy.
Yeah, all right, he's going down now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Good boy. There we go. So far down his ear canal.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm really worried about his eardrum actually. I am concerned about Herb's eardrum. That grass seed is lodged right at the base of the canal. There's only one place it must have hit, and that is the eardrum. So only once I've removed it will I know how healthy that is. It's really bad. It's very, very deeply embedded. I'm almost certain this is going to have been down through his eardrum.
Oh, bless him.
That is nasty.
Oh, that's huge.
Can you think of that trying to burrow into your head? The grass seed we removed from Herb's ear is a nasty one. Very, very sharp. It's got the feathered edges, so it was only going in one direction, and that's going right through Herb's ear and then into his middle ear. That is exceptionally painful and can cause a huge amount of damage.
One to show Mum.
I think Herb would have been in a huge amount of pain. Surprising that he's really not showing those clinical signs. He's a very calm, easygoing fella, but I tell you what, if I had an ear that was full of grass seeds, I'd be screaming my head off. Let's have a little look at his eardrum now. There's a lot of blood and damage down there and infection, but unfortunately I can see a bit of a hole. So it might heal up. It might over time, but sadly, for this summer at least, his swimming days are over.
Oh, Herb. No more surfing the waves.
These grass seeds are very damaging to animals, and when they burrow into that level, they can cause all sorts of neurological dysfunctions. I think in this case, we've caught it just in time, because if it was any longer, it could have been a lot worse.
We must be seeing at least 2 or 3 of these cases a week now. Height of summer, the grasses are dry.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Certainly, I mean, for owners, it's a big thing to just make sure they're checking their dog from head to toe, in the ears and between the toes, and doing that every single walk.
I'll do a check over of him just now as well.
Yeah.
There's one. There he is. Thinking about it.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, and here as well. Add it to the pile.
Grass seeds aren't as simple as just a prickle in the foot. They can be a real disaster. They actually can harpoon any organ that they find on their way through a dog's body, and they'll only really stop when there's bone. They can cause real problems.
They're so sharp and so spiky.
Nasty little things, aren't they?
It'll be so painful in his poor little feet as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus 1 in the ear, 9.
We get to 9 in total. Poor old Herb, he was focusing on his sore ear, but in fact all the while he had feet absolutely riddled with grass seeds. Yeah, no wonder he wasn't himself. Poor guy.
no.
Got that one that we've taken out of his ear, and a ruptured eardrum, and then all these stuck in his feet, but he hasn't complained.
No.
He's been so brave. I mean, if you had those size splinters in your foot, you'd be...
Oh, you'd know about it.
Oh yeah, I'd be definitely whinging.
Yes.
For sure.
Braver than I would have been.
Okay, all right, so we can wake him up now. We'll give him some antibiotics, some pain relief, and then we'll watch him recover. Good boy. Come on,
2, 3.
Aw, Who are you going to want as Teddy to wake up with?
Of course he is.
I
There you go,
would.
mate. The damage that we've found in Herb's eardrum is significant, but I do hope it'll heal up and eventually he can get back to his water-loving ways. Good lad.
Hello. Is this the new receptionist?
Yeah.
If only. Yeah, shame. She's a rubbish typist. Absolutely rubbish, aren't you?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Too many pores. Too many pores. When the kids left here, they were really anxious. They suddenly went into a complete mode of, oh, we want to be with Herb, we want to be with Herb, will he be all right? What will they do to him? Just wanted to get back here as soon as possible and see that he was okay. How's our Herb?
He's been such a brave boy, but it's a very serious finding in that the eardrum on that left side has been perforated, unfortunately. So he's got a hole in the eardrum. So where that grass seed, which is this nasty little thing, look at that, kids, look.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
It's gross, isn't it?
Yeah, I imagined a grass seed to be the size of a pinhead, but it was a lot bigger than I thought, and it was spiky on the end, so nasty.
Oh.
So thankfully it's out. We've flushed his ear canals, but the hole's a decent size. It might heal, it might not. So if we get water down there, that can affect his balance, it can cause infections, it can even affect his neurological systems.
I don't know how Herb will handle not swimming. He loves swimming in the sea. I mean, he loves the sea.
But also what you guys have got to promise me is that you need to start looking between his toes after every walk. The reason being is that I found not 1, not 2, but 9 grass seeds between his toes.
Oh my Lord.
See all of them? Thankfully, none of them, though, had actually gone into Herb.
They can move up.
They absolutely can. I mean, there's been a time when I've pulled them from, I've seen a hole here and pulled them out up here. So there's been some documented cases where they've actually gone all the way through and actually lodged in a dog's chest. So they are so dangerous. So what you need to do to help your mate is by every time you take him for a walk, you just lay him down, look in between all of his toes and look for these things, okay? And it's very tough because we're all blonde and they're blonde as well. See?
I've got really blonde hair.
I know. And that's going to be a nightmare, see? And so does Herb.
It's a bit of a job, isn't it? Oh, it's horrible. It was pretty horrifying, really.
Now, guys, just so you know, he's just had an anaesthetic, so he might be a little bit woozy, look a little bit drunk, okay?
Oh no.
Been on the wine.
Drunk man.
It doesn't get that from me, by the way.
I know.
It's not from
It's
me.
very authentic. Herb is pretty desperate to get home. We could see he wasn't keen on coming into the practice, but he's very keen to get out. Good boy. That's it.
Show me the dog. Where's my Herb? Give me my animal.
Oh, mate, up we go. Good boy. Here we go.
Hey, baby.
Who's this?
Hello.
Whoa. There we go. He's done so well, brave mite, and I think even though he's a bit wobbly, I think that he's going to be much happier at home, snuggling up with Melanie and the kids, and of course his cute little soft toy.
Where are you going to put the grass seeds?
Do you want to keep it for show and tell?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to keep it for show and tell.
Herb's been really lucky this time. So I'm glad we got him into the vet and we've got it all sorted in time and hopefully he'll be fine now. Thanks
All
very
right,
much.
take care, no
Thank
worries.
you.
See you
Like
later. Bye,
say,
Florence
you wanna say
Pasca.
thank you?
Bye, Herb. And soft toy and card. Lovely.
All right, kids.
So, mate, your first house visit today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, mate, I'm excited. I just sort of wish you'd tell me where we're going.
Local?
So, local to see a cat, a dog.
All I'll tell you is that they are very cute. So, you know, very cute indeed.
Oh, God. All right, mate. Well, I'm excited, so
Good.
let's go and do it.
That's the spirit.
Good girl. Do you want some? Yeah. Like a bit of tea. Oh.
Chippy and Speedy are like my babies. We don't have children, unfortunately, so, you know, I've bonded with them. I know, you know, people might think it's strange to have animals and call them your babies, but they really are. You know, they're just so cute, and anybody who sees them, you know, they fall in love with them straight away.
Come on. Good girl. Do it again. Good girl, Chip. Well done.
They're a bit like having a cat and a dog. I know them like almost inside out, and they just make us laugh with the little silly things that they do.
Speedy, what have you found? Is that your hazelnut?
Well done, Speedy.
Good girl.
Hello, hi, I'm
hello.
Scott. How are
Hi,
you?
Scott. Nice to meet you. I'm
And
good,
you.
thank
This is
you.
Riaz.
Riaz.
Hello,
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Come in, please.
Thank you very much.
If you just follow me.
Should we close the door?
Yeah,
They're probably quite fast, I would imagine.
exactly. Yeah, don't want
Hence
any
the
of them
name
escaping.
Speedy, right?
That's right. Yeah. So
We
this
want
is
it.
Speedy over here,
Yeah.
and this is Chippy.
They're beautiful.
They are.
Oh,
yeah.
two absolutely adorable little ones.
I know. They're my precious babies.
And how
Are
long have
they?
you had them for?
Yeah, about 4 years now.
But they've both got some issues.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Speedy, she damaged her nail, and her new nail that's growing through doesn't grow properly, so it's quite long now,
Oh.
and she just can't seem to trim it by herself.
We see that a lot with dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And she just needs to get it trimmed a little bit regularly. And that's why I bring along my new vet.
Brilliant.
I think
He's,
it means that I'll be doing the trimming then.
Well, you're an expert in trimming chipmunks nails, aren't you?
Well, I will be after today. I think.
For Riaz, I think it's a little bit of a baptism of fire.
Okay, so I'm going to let Speedy out. She'll come out by herself, but it's a bit difficult to handle her.
Absolutely,
Just a bit of warning.
try it.
So she likes to open the door by herself.
Oh, she's clever, is she?
Yeah, very
Go
clever.
on, Speedy.
Good
Oh,
girl.
no way.
So we'll see if she gets up on the bed.
She's an inquisitive little one, isn't she?
Very inquisitive. She needs to check everything new that comes into the room. Good girl. Come here.
Almost.
She's gone under the bed.
Scott, I think we've been outsmarted, mate.
Catching Speedy's fun.
She is right in the middle.
Her name should have definitely given it away. Oh, there she go for it, Raz, go for it. Yep. Go for it.
Very crafty. Being outthought by a chipmunk here. It's a bit of a standoff that's going on. Hopefully we come out on top.
Keep doing what you're doing, Raz.
Oh, and down she goes. I think she's down your left side. You are joking.
All of a sudden, she just decides to run back in her cage, which makes it a little bit easier to catch her.
She's very fast. Oh,
Good girl.
careful.
There we go.
Oh, she's so cute.
So cute, isn't she? She's absolutely adorable. I can see why you love them so much. And also, it was incredibly funny to get Riaz to run around like that.
I don't think I'm ever going to live that down.
All right, let's trim that little nail.
Speedy damaged one of her nails a little while ago when she was 1. She's now 4, and ever since then it's been growing a bit abnormally, and it grows a bit too long, and she gets it stuck in a hammock and when she's trying to sleep. So with Speedy, what we're going to try and do is carefully just cut the nail back down to a normal length so she's more comfortable.
That's beautiful. What do you think?
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah, very good. Isn't it great that you do 5 years of vet school and then you can do a manicure? All right then, Speedy, I think you can go back. Beautiful girl. And be quick with that door.
Yeah, I will do, don't worry.
There we go. Whoops. Okay. When I went to put Speedy back into her cage, she collapsed and fell off her perch. Realised that she wasn't breathing, and my heart was in my mouth the whole time. What's happening? Hey? Just grab a stethoscope, mate. Would you?
One more.
Okay, good girl. Right. Can feel a heartbeat there.
Yep.
Okay, good girl. Absolutely heart-stopping. It's just stress, yeah. She's stressed. These are the moments as a vet you dread. You're doing what seems to be a minor procedure on an animal, and then they drop. My mind's racing, but I act very calmly. But at the same time, I'm thinking, what the hell just happened? Open the window. For a little creature, they're very prone to stress. Right, she just needs to get a good gulp of breath. Hey? There you go. That's it. Good breaths. Good girl. Good girl.
Is that normal when they get stressed? That's what happens.
No, that's not normal. No, but she's basically fainted is what she's done. So, haven't you? Hey?
You can't imagine how I felt when he said she's breathing. I was so relieved because I had a flash in front of me thinking that that's it, I've lost my baby.
Hey? You gave me a heart attack.
I didn't expect anything like that to happen.
Good girl. There's Mummy. Look at Mummy. Look at that beautiful face. There you go. And you're back.
Good girl.
Right, good girl. There we go. Let's put you there.
There you go. You scared all of us.
You're right. I had a heart attack as well. I know. That was close. Yeah. All right, so the issues then with little Chippy. What's going on there?
Yeah, about a week ago, I noticed her underside of her belly was slightly swollen. It looked really pink on one side and not so much on the other, so I'm guessing that there's something wrong there because otherwise it would be on both sides, right? Okay. If it was, yeah, so maybe we could check that out as well.
After the lessons learnt with Speedy, I decided that this time around we were going to leave Chippy in her cage and try and capture her that way. Let me have a little feel back here. So, can I get you just to hold that leg? Mm-hmm. That's it. And Riaz, if you hold that leg.
No worries, mate.
Nice and gentle. Let's have a feel. Manpreet, I have found a lump. Okay. It is a solid mass and it is present in her mammary tissue, basically the breast tissue of your chipmunk. So it looks quite angry.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a concern.
She's my little baby and it's the size of a pea now and we don't know if it's okay, if she'll be okay or if it's something a bit sinister.
Good girl. So I know you're very worried about your little princess, but we just need to take her to practice, have that anaesthetic done, remove that nasty mass and then wait and see what the results show.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much.
All right, no
Thanks.
worries. Thank you. No worries. Let's go.
We had this traumatic experience with Speedy and I never thought that would happen with her. So there's every possibility something could happen with Chippy as well.
All right, so we'll get off to the clinic now and I'll give you a call just as soon as she's woken up.
She might go into shock. She might not react to the operation too well. I'm not sure. So I am really nervous.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hey, Kirsty.
Oh, chipmunk.
Chipmunk, Kirsty, chipmunk.
Meet the chipmunk.
Come on, let's get you downstairs.
Big day.
Okay, guys, so with this we have to be quite efficient because we've got a little mammal that's prone to stress, as we certainly learnt this morning. Don't need that again. So what we'll be doing is I'm going to try and grab this little lady as gently as I can, pop her underneath the canister, we'll be gassing it down, and I'll be removing the mass as quick as possible so we can wake her up and return her to her beloved owner.
Sounds ace.
Sound good?
Good.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's go for it. Anaesthetics and surgery in small animals is always a risk, but chipmunks, they're so small and delicate, of course it's even greater risk. So we need to make sure that with this procedure it's as quick as it can be and she can recover as quickly as she can. Go right up to 5 to start with because she's light. With a lot of animals, we can actually give anaesthetics via an IV line or straight into their blood supply. But with the chipmunk, their blood vessels are very small. So instead what we're going to do is an inhalation anaesthetic. She'll breathe that in and then she'll be knocked out and ready for surgery.
I think it's my least favourite way.
Well, I'd like to see you try and get a vein on this one.
I think that'll be a challenge.
Let's take her out and get her straight onto a mask. Okay. Let's see. What I can see here is a very angry looking mammary mass. So she's got a little lump in her breast tissue, which is quite concerning because she is an older chipmunk and therefore older people get cancer more regularly, unfortunately. And in this case, I think that might be what it is. So what we need to do is to remove it, but at the same time remove enough tissue around the outside that if it has spread a small amount, then at least we're taking it away. We're doing the job once and doing it right. Okay. Happy, Sam? Yep. Yeah, it's a hard lump and actually pretty big. So I've got the lump out completely and I can feel there's a nipple there and then underneath is this hard lump, hopefully surrounded by healthy tissue, but we'll have to wait and see what the pathologists say.
It's quite a big lump, isn't it, for a little chipmunk?
It really is. I mean, if you think how big that is comparative to this animal, it's about half the size of its head. Yeah. So for me, that's a pretty big lump. Yeah. Let's pretty difficult actually to suture up an animal this small because their skin is paper thin. So let's throw up its own set of difficulties. So as you say, Sam, we're not out of the woods yet.
No.
We need to have this little one recover.
Wake up.
Yes.
There we go. Do you want to go straight back into her box?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, could you? Thank you. Ooh, ooh, what's that?
It's amazing how quick they wake up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. Fast metabolic rate. Okay. You're ready to go back in? You got there?
Yep.
Good girl. Sit. Right. Good. No chipmunk deaths today. I can't wait to deliver the news to Manpreet that Chippy has got through the procedure and has woken up beautifully. I know how worried she's been about this, but now I need to also tell her that that worry continues until we get the results of the pathology back from the lab. Well, Mum's going to be so relieved. Yes, she is. Yeah, she is. You all right, sweetheart? Hey? Ready to see Mummy? Hmm? Yeah? Should we go and see Mummy then? Hey? Let's go. Come on then.
It's been a bit nerve-wracking because, of course, I didn't know, how the operation is going to go. So it's been a long wait.
Here's Mummy. Hey.
Oh, hi.
There's your little lady.
Hi, sweetheart.
Say hi, Mama.
Oh, bless.
So surgery went well.
Oh, brilliant.
And we've removed that mass in its entirety, so now it's just a waiting game. We need to find out what it is. The pathologist will give us an idea of that, and then we work out if we should be worried or not. But the good news is at least that I've removed the whole thing and the tissue around it, so hopefully it's good news.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I was so nervous before, but now it's such a big relief to have her finally back with me. I'm just looking forward to taking her back home. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, all the best. Bye, Chippy.
Hey, baby. Mum loves you.
Hi, Manpreet. How are you? Great to see you.
You too, come in.
Thank you very much. Hello, Chippy. How are you, sweetheart? You okay? Hello, gorgeous. How's she been?
She's been okay, she's been really good. She was a bit quiet for the first few days.
Okay, good girl. There we go. I see you. It looks like it's healed quite well.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that I do feel that there's a little bit more of a lump that's developed further down.
And that wasn't there before?
No. I never expected to find another lump. All I was doing was to make sure that the suture line had healed well and that the lump that I previously removed had gone completely. And the unfortunate thing is the results from the lump have come back, and it's come back as not a very nice type of tumour. And it's already spread out into the tissue surrounding. I think it's a good chance that, sadly, this will take her quite quickly. And the fact that it's already spread the way it has, it's really not good news at all, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry.
Thing. So do you think she's in pain at the moment then, or?
I don't. I feel... Oh, you're still very active, aren't you? I don't think that she's in pain, but this tumour is likely to progress quite quickly. I really wanted it to be okay.
I know. I don't know, in my mind I just thought, oh, she's had the operation and she'll
It's gone,
be fine.
and you've given us such a wonderful life, you really have. And what I love about you is that this is a little tiny fairy creature, and people might go, oh, it's only a chipmunk, but it means so much more to you.
Of course, she's my baby. It's like my little kid.
I know.
That's why it's so heartbreaking, because she's brought us so much joy in the last 4 years.
She knows how much you love her, and I know how much you love her, and you just need to keep doing that, okay?
Yeah.
Because she's lived so much longer than she would have in the wild
Yeah.
by being cared for so beautifully by you. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll be here. Okay, so if you need to speak to me about it, if you want to just have a cry on a shoulder, then I'm here.
Thank you.
Because I do know that this little creature, however small, has a big part of your heart.
She does, definitely. Both of them.
My baby, you've been such a sweet girl and such a good little patient.
Over the coming weeks, I'm going to spend as much time with her as possible. Just going to spend every day with her, let her run around as much as she wants to. You know, just let her have her freedom and have fun. Maybe even see if, you know, I can let Speedy out as well and they can like play a little bit together if they want to.
You'd never know, would you?
No, I know, exactly. She's so active.
And
She's such a good girl.
And that's one thing you do have to take away, is that ignorance is in fact bliss. And right now, she's like, oh look, I'm doing somersaults, aren't I hilarious? And oh look, there's my mum, and I love her.
Bless. I tell her that every day. I love her. Sometimes I think she probably understands, right?
Of course she does.
If you guys loved that video, great. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. That way.